Question when which of the following is a planetary wind? Trade winds, equatorial westerlies, polar. Planetary winds are the winds that blow from high pressure belt to low pressure. These are three types of planetary wind, namely trade winds, westerlies, and easterlies. Trade winds. These winds blow in 30 latitude in the northern and southern hemisphere. These are permanent to west prevailing winds that blow in Earth's equatorial region. Westerlies. The westerlies winds blow in 30 to 60 degrees latitude in the northern and southern hemisphere. These are the prevailing winds that move from the west towards the east. They originate from the high pressure areas in the Earth's latitude and move towards the poles. These winds are strongest in the winter zones. These are the three winds that fall under the westerlies, namely roaring 40s, furious 50s, and shrinking 60s. Easterly, these winds are strongest in the. These winds blow in the 60 to 90-degree latitude in the northern and southern latitudes. They blow from higher pressure area of polar high at the north and south poles. Equatorial westerly. The westerly winds sometimes develop with the equatorial trough when the intertropical convergence zones is well north or south of the equator. The northeasterly or southeasterly trade winds cross the equator, and because of the reversal of the Coriolis effect acquires a westerly component. The term is also applied to the westerlies that are present throughout most of the years in the eastern Indian Ocean. The Hadley cell refers to a pattern of atmospheric circulation in which air the equator and sinks about 30 degrees north and south. Atmospheric circulation refers to the large scale movement of air around the Earth driven by difference in temperature, pressure, and Earth's rotation. The Earth's surface is divided into several major circulation cells, including the Hadley cell, Ferrel cell, and polar cell in both the northern and southern hemisphere. These cells are characterized by rising motions in equatorial region, sinking motions in subtropical region, and poleward flow at higher latitudes. These cells are characterized by rising motion in equatorial regions, sinking motion in subtropical regions, and poleward flow at higher latitudes. Atmospheric circulation pursues prevailing wind patterns on the Earth's surface, such as trade winds near the equator, the westerlies, and the in mid-latitudes and the polar easterlies closest to the poles. These winds play a crucial role in transporting heat and moisture around the globe and shaping weather patterns. Variation in temperature and atmospheric pressure create high pressure and low pressure systems, which drive the movement of air masses within the atmosphere. High pressure systems are associated with descending air and clean weather, which low pressure systems are associated with rising air and cloud formations. The Coriolis effect caused by Earth rotation affects moving objects, including air masses to the right in the northern hemisphere and to the left in the southern hemisphere. Farthest from the sun is known as aphelion. orbit that is farthest from the sun. When the sun appears slightly smaller in the sky at any other time, it is aphelion once a year. Here it appears near 4th of July. Perihelion, it is where the Earth is closest to the Sun, 91.4 million times, or 147 million kilometers. This occurs around January 3 every year. The closest point to the Sun is in a planet's orbit is called perihelion. Equinox. It refers to a day when an equal duration of day and night. These are two equinoxes in a year. The entire Earth experiences equal day and equal night. It occurs on 21st March and 20 September 23rd. Solstice, it is the time of the year when the sun is farthest from the equator, giving the long days or nights. It happens twice a year. Summer solstice is June. Winter solstice by December. The Earth is at the largest distance from the sun. Aphelion point on the 4th of July. The Earth is closest to the sun. It's perihelion about 2 weeks after December solstice. The Earth is farthest from the sun. It's perihelion about 2 weeks after the June solstice. Jet streaks are associated with high speed winds in the upper atmospheric jet stream. High speed winds in the upper jet stream. The jet stream refers to the areas with the jet streams where wind speeds are significantly higher than the surrounding flow. The jet stream is a fast flowing rivers of air found in the upper level of the atmosphere, and jet streams are embedded with these streams. These high-speed regions can lead to significant weather phenomena. They can enhance or inhibit storm development depending on their position related to the system. Jet streams are crucial for meteorologists when predicting weather patterns and weather events. Intensified areas of low pressure or surface low pressure areas associated with rising air and often leads to cloudy, rainy weather. However, they are not directly linked with the jet strikes, which are phenomena within the upper levels. Just don't want to guarantee water body quickly influenced by factors such as temperature and salinity, difference in topography, localized wind pattern in urban canyons. Urban canyon refers to the space between trees where wind patterns can be altered and localized. This phenomenon by related to jet streaks, which occurs in the upper atmosphere. A spring tide which occurs in which of the following condition: when the sun, moon, and earth are in a straight line. Spring tide when the sun, moon, and the earth are in a straight line in the height of the tide is higher, and this occurs on a full moon period. When the sun, moon, and the earth are in a straight line, the height of the tide will be higher. Neap tide occurs when the sun and moon are at right angles to each other and forces of the sun and moon tends to counteract one another. The tide generating force is the difference between gravitational attraction of the moon and centrifugal force. Spring tide, the position of both the sun and moon in relation to the earth, has a direct bearing on tide heights. When the sun, moon, and earth are straight line, the height of the tide will be higher. These are called spring tides, and they occur twice a month. Once during the full moon period and another during the new moon period. The prairies are also known as granaries of the world. Prairies are known as the granaries of the world because of the huge production of wheat, the moderate temperature, reasonable rainfall, and fertile and soil in these prairies made them the main producer of the wheat in the world. That is why they are known as the granaries of the world. Prairie is a region of surplus wheat production. The farmers in prairies have large fields and they use scientific method of cultivation machines like combines of soils and in increasing the production of wheat. Climate and soils are also suitable for the production of crops. Prairies are known as the granaries. They are responsible for the production of approximately 20% of the ocean and forest. 49 latitude north is the international water line between United States and Canada. 49 latitude north have a significant international border line. This parallel of latitude is known for demarcating the border between the United States and Canada. 49th parallel north also beside the border in the territory of Atari. It spans from the state of Georgia in the west to the Lake of the Woods in the east. This one is a vital geopolitical line reflecting historical agreement between the two nations. Woods and facilitated peaceful coexistence between the two countries. Pakistan debated important the world symbolizing the peaceful coexistence. The Webster Ranch Treaty, but had further clarified certain segments of the border. Geopolitically, this water has played a crucial role in the development of some of the neighboring countries. Every unit is the average distance between Earth and the Sun. Astronomical units often abbreviated as U with the unit of length that is approximately Earth and Sun. It is used primarily in astronomy to describe the distance between objects in the solar system and where on the middle is one of the center of the Earth to the center of the Sun. The exact definition of the astronomical unit has been defined over time as our understanding and measurements of the solar system have improved. As we observe, the International Astronomical Unit defines one astronomical unit as exactly 149,597.870, which in the standard measures allows us to express and compare distance of objects within the solar system without using it. As numbers, for instance, one could say Jupiter is approximately 5.2 AU from the Sun rather than saying it approximately 778 kilometers away. Earth and Mercury, the distance between Earth and Mercury varies greatly due to their elliptical orbital speeds. However, it seems to be less than 1 AU. Earth and the distance from Earth to what is only about 0.026 AU. This is much less than the distance from Earth to Sun, which defines an AU, which is the outermost layer of the Earth composed of the crust and upper mantle. Lithosphere. The lithosphere is solid outer part of the Earth. It is an area of surface with various landforms, such as mountains, plateaux, deserts, plains, valleys, etc. It includes the greater upper portion of the mantle and crust. It is bounded by the atmosphere above and the asthenosphere below. The mesosphere in the third layer of the Earth's atmosphere. It extends up to 50 kilometers above our planet. The mesosphere burns up most meteors and asteroids before they are able to reach the Earth's surface. The stratosphere is the second layer of Earth's surface. It extends around 6 to 20 kilometers above the Earth's surface. This is why you'll find the very important material which helps much protection from electric radiation from the sun. The ionosphere is the mechanically weak and ductile region of the upper mantle of the Earth. It lies below the lithosphere between approximately 6 to 30 kilometers below the surface and extends up to 6 kilometers. It enables the tectonic plates to move because the material under them can flow. In which biome the small plants grow very fast during the short period of hot and cold weather in high mountain area. Tundra biome. Tundra biome is characterized by extremely cold temperatures and shortly growing regions. Seasons during these groups summer months, the top layer of soil is also allowing small plants and flowers to grow rapidly. This biome is found in high mountain area, where conditions mimic those found in the poorer tundra regions. Plants in the tundra biome have adapted to the cold and the short growing seasons with features like small leaves and fast reproductive cycles. Savanna biome is characterized by grassland with scattered trees, warm temperature and seasonal rainfall. Grassland biome dominated by grass. Pure region is found in region with moderate rainfall, seasonal and drought. Tundra biome features cold climate, low heights, short growing season, permafrost. Dead bound known for its extremely dry conditions, passive and significant temperature fluctuation.